Welcome to the deep dive.
Okay, so planning a trip to Australia, it can feel a bit overwhelming, like tackling the whole continent. We're going to boil down the essential travel tips today, get you started dreaming and, actually planning that trip down under pronto.
Exactly. Forget scrolling for hours. We want to give you the sharpest insights so you can really start planning your Aussie adventure with confidence and get excited about it.
Okay, let's dive in. First thing, maybe, the scale. Australia isn't just big. Think about it flying from Sydney to Perth.
Right.
That's basically London to Moscow.
Yeah, it's huge. And that vastness, it shapes everything, doesn't it? Like how much you can actually see, how you'll get around.
Right.
So what's fascinating is how that scale immediately tells you, okay, I need to be strategic. What kind of Australia are you picturing? Is it reef adventures, outback explorations?
What maybe the city buzz, like Melbourne or Sydney?
Exactly. Pinpointing that desired experience is definitely the crucial first step.
Makes total sense. You wouldn't just say, I want to see Europe without picking a country, right? Precisely.
So once you've maybe narrowed it down to a region or two,
Yeah.
what's next? What's really critical?
Well, connecting that to the practical side, visas. Visa requirements are, non-negotiable.
Ah, yeah.
Australia has specific rules, depends on your nationality. So that's something you really need to nail down early. Avoid any last-minute surprises.
Absolutely. Nothing worse than getting stuck at the gate, trip ruined before it starts.
Oh.
Okay, visas checked. What about timing? For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, the seasons are flipped, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Completely reversed. So their summer is December to February. That's our winter. It's a really popular time to go, but busy. And sometimes very hot, depending where you are.
Okay, so peak season.
For maybe milder weather, fewer crowds, you might aim for their spring, September to November, or autumn, which is March to May.
Gotcha.
Just remember, though, the tropical north, think Cairns, Darwin, that area has a distinct wet season, usually November to April. So, yeah, your destination definitely influences the best time to go.
Right, so a little climate research for your specific spot is key. Okay, you figured out when, you've got the visa, you've arrived. How do you even tackle getting around a place that massive?
Good question. Transportation within Australia needs some thought. For the really long distances, domestic flights are often, well, the most efficient way. Saves a lot of time.
Make it some.
If you want more immersive exploration, maybe consider a rental car. Or they have train and bus networks too.
Road trip sounds amazing.
It can be. Just be prepared for significant distances, especially if you go rural or outback. Pack water, plan your fuel stops. Seriously, it's not like driving across, say, the UK.
Right. Planning smarts needed there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're there, you're moving around, seeing the sights. How do you make the most of it without feeling like you're just rushing constantly?
Yeah, this brings up pacing. It's a really important point. A common mistake people make is trying to cram way too much in.
I can see that.
Given those distances we talked about, it's far better to focus. Pick fewer regions, maybe just one or two, and really experience them. Don't try to conquer the whole continent in 10 days. It won't work.
Quality over quantity. I like that approach. So instead of a mad dash across the country,
Yeah.
maybe, like you said, focus on the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland, for instance.
Exactly. Or explore Victoria and the Great Ocean Road.
And-
And build in downtime. Seriously, travel days can be draining. Having some flexibility lets you just soak it all in. And you might stumble upon unexpected gems that way too.
Love that. Leaving room for serendipity for the unexpected. Okay, any final sort of must-know tips for someone just starting to plan?
Maybe be mindful of the cost of living. Some Australian cities, especially Sydney, can be pricier than you might expect. So budget realistically for accommodation, food, activities, all that.
Good practical tip.
And I think most importantly, just embrace the Aussie culture. People are generally known for being really friendly, laid back. Don't hesitate to chat with locals, ask for tips. You'll often get the best advice that way.
Fantastic advice. Okay, we've covered a lot, I think. From those initial kind of dreamy thoughts right down to the nitty-gritty planning details. Hopefully everyone listening feels a bit more prepared now to tackle their own Australian adventure planning.
Yeah, what's really interesting is how these first steps kind of highlight the unique blend Australia offers, right? You've got these huge, immense landscapes that demand thoughtful planning, but also this really laid-back culture that invites you to be spontaneous. It's a cool mix.
It really is. All right, so thinking about everything we've discussed, how these initial tips really open up a world of possibilities for an Australian adventure. What specific region or maybe what kind of experience now sparks your curiosity the most? That's probably your best starting point. Thanks for diving deep with us today.